Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jamie. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're catching this on replay or on YouTube or on my blog, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. And I'm just going to get comments up here on my computer. Okay, good. Hopefully technology cooperates. Okay, so I'm really excited about tonight's card. I think I say that every week, but I really am excited tonight because I'm using 3 different products from the 2020 Sale-A-Bration catalog. This is a catalog that will run for 3 months, and it's full of brand new free product that you can earn with qualifying orders. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but the outside looks something like this. And it is full of everything from stamps to ribbon, embossing folders, designer series paper. There's actually 2 sets of designer series paper, which is super, super fun, one of which I'm going to use tonight. And this will run again from January to March, January 3rd to March 31st. I had to double check the back. And you can earn the free product with different qualifying orders. If you are a regular customer of mine and have placed an order within the last year, I'll be mailing out catalogs mid-December, including this one here. And however, if you haven't placed an order recently and would like to receive the catalog, just get a hold of me somehow, and I'd love to get it in your hands. So the stamp set that is in the Sale-A-Bration catalog is this one here. It's called Lovely Lily Pad, and it's a reversible stamp set. So although it looks like all of these images, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's not quite true. There's only 8. And if you are familiar with the Cup of Christmas, I had a look. Cup of Christmas stamp set and the holiday catalog, you'll be familiar with our reversible stamp set, but I'm going to show you how I used it tonight for my card. And so these are the 8 images, which are really fun. Some like large, medium, small lilies, 2 different size lily pads, some leaves, and like this kind of like water image. But it's great because we can use the reversible, which are these shaded ones. You can flip them around and use the back side, which is kind of unique, definitely new, and super, super fun. So, and the paper also I wanted to show you is also in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Oh, I so just want to open this up and show it to you. It's called Lily Impressions Designer Series Paper. And let me just see here. Give me a second. This is the images. Lots of bright, sort of watercolor artistic designs and patterns. Lots and lots of different color choices. I like that there's lots of, like little bits of color, because I feel like you can really pop those colors, make them pop without them having to be like a predominant color. This one's super fun. I love that. I think that's the Flirty Flamingo in there. And this one here, I think the one we're using tonight, I think it's this one. I'd have to double check. They kind of look the same after a while. And then the backs are, although this one has a lot going on, the other ones are mostly monochromatic. So you have that one, I think, is Bermuda Bay. This one was like a rich raspberry. This one's probably like a grapefruit grove. A green. And like a melon mambo or lovely lipstick. Again, there are tons and tons of colors in this color pack. So I'm actually using 3 Sale-A-Bration items. That's the one. I've shown you the stamp set, which is the Lovely Lily Pad. And then the 3rd Sale-A-Bration item that you'll be able to earn is the Lily Pad dies. And of course, they do coordinate with the new stamp set. And they look something like this. So great images to cut out like the full image, like this guy here would cut out that biggest lily. And then we have some other kind of standalone ones, which are really fun and great. We're going to be using a couple of those tonight. So hello, everyone. Happy Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm sure everybody's busy and have lots going on. So thank you for joining me. I so appreciate it. I was looking forward to tonight all day long. So okay. So we're starting off with Bermuda Bay Cardstock here. Let me just see. Okay. And this is our landscape. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. Let me do it this way. 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4.25. And we're going to just score that, make that nice and pretty. And then we are taking one of those patterns from the, I'm sorry, I haven't learned the names yet. Lily Impressions Designer Series paper. It's the one that has the purple on the back. And let's see here. I didn't do my measurements ahead of time. This is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And we're going to just mat that on a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 1/8 bigger. That's usually kind of my matting size. I usually go 1/8 of an inch bigger than whatever I'm doing. Hello, Kay from North Carolina. How's everyone tonight? Getting ready for tomorrow? I hope that nobody's stressed. So just gonna tear that down. Okay, so that's kind of like the base of our card, and we're gonna kind of work out from there. The first thing we're going to do is work on this big lily here. So I have this one mounted on a block. Oops, I'm sorry. I keep hitting the light as I'm pulling things. There it is there. I'm starting off with the big image. And to give you a sense of my color palette tonight, nice and bright colors, which is really fun. Bermuda Bay, Melon Mambo, and Granny Apple Green. Really fun pops of color. And let's see here. I pulled out, yeah, okay. I pulled out this piece of Whisper White. I hope it's big enough, and it is. So I'm going to start with my Melon Mambo ink pad here. And again, I'm going to stamp that largest of the lily pads, the outline image. So I'm going to ink it up and just stamp it down. Nice and quiet at my house tomorrow. Oh, really? Oh, us too. Just my parents are coming over, so my parents and ourselves will probably watch lots of movies, of course, eat. What else will we do tomorrow? Play some games. We're big game people in our family. Okay, so you're going to want to clean off your stamp. And then all you're going to do is just flip it over so that the flat side is out now. Now, I find sometimes that I get like little glops of gloop on it. I don't know. That's not a technical term by no means. So I just want to look it over to make sure there's no, sometimes we have kitty cats, so sometimes you get a kitty cat hair on it or whatnot. Hi, Trudy from Virginia. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Next I'm going to do is just ink up that back side, so the reverse of the lily that we just stamped. Make sure that you get good coverage because it is a flat surface, so sometimes it would be hard, you can miss a little piece. So stamp off, and then you're going to go right on, and you can get a good sense. I guess I have a couple little bubbles on there, and this is going to be artistic. So you're not going to get, it's not meant to perfectly match one over the other. It'll be nice and noisy at your house. Oh, everyone comes. That's fun. Okay, so that's the image you get. It's artistic. It's not supposed to completely cover. It's not exactly the same shape. It's a little different, but that's what makes it the artistic. Oh, thanks, Trudy. You too. I love Thanksgiving. It really is my favorite holiday. It really, really is. While I have my Melon Mambo ink pad open, I'm just going to go ahead and do the other lily. I'm doing the sort of medium-sized one. This is the next one. And again, I'm going to ink that one up full strength. Beautiful. Clean it off. Flip it over. Oh, my block is a little wet, so it's the stamp's kind of going all over the place. It's wet. Hold on, let's see if I can dry it. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So just check to see, I don't know, sometimes I get little pieces of glue or something on it. If something's there, no big deal. So ink it up. I'm stamping off to just get a lighter shade of it. And this one is almost a pretty similar shape. It's a little bit different. Hi, Terry. Terry, thank you. I've been meaning all day, Terry. I'm sorry I haven't done it. To thank you for your card. That was beautiful, and it made me so happy. It brought a huge smile to my face. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so should we cut those out and then we'll do the lily pads? So we're going to take this big guy here. That's going to cut out the big lily. And then this one here is going to cut out the medium. And then there is one for the smallest of lilies, should you want to. So you're just going to take, I'm going to do this off screen because it's just easier. And keep in mind, though, that these are our new dies. And so when you line it up, it's going to be a tight fit. So you're going to want to go right up to the line that you stamped. Not like our other ones. Don't leave a little space because it won't cut right. So throw that through your die cutting machine. Hopefully it comes out well. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Very nice. Perfect. That's one. Let me just do the medium one now. We don't need this. This one almost completely covers the reversible side, covers almost entirely that lily. So all the product, all the Sale-A-Bration items that I'm using tonight are free with $50 orders. So if you were to place come January 10th, let's say, and you placed a $50 order, you could choose as one of your free items the lovely lily pad stamp set. If you placed a $100 order, you could pick two different $50 Sale-A-Bration items. So you could get the stamp set and the dies. If you placed a $150 order, you could get the stamp set for free, the dies for free, and the paper for free. And on top of that, you'd also earn hostess rewards. So that $150 mark is kind of a special one. But keep in mind that all the product I'm using tonight are free with $50 orders. In years past, and there is a bundle in there now, but not tonight's bundle, where it's $100. But these are all $50 price points. I hope that makes sense. It's a little confusing if you're not quite familiar with it. So feel free to ask questions, but just know each item is free with $50 orders. So, okay, so let's get on to our lily pads. This is the larger one, and I'm using the Granny Apple Green. Nice bright green, perfect for our scene that we're creating. Gonna stamp that once. Clean your stamp set. Flip it over. Make sure it's not sliding all over the place. I must get some water on the block that then my stamp set wants to go all over the place. Or oh, you know why? Because I'm cleaning. Of course, silly me. This side is still wet. Okay, well, hopefully that stays. Ink it up. Kind of check it out. Hold on. I think I have a kitty cat hair there. I can see it. It's not going to stamp clear. Hold on. We got to do a little surgery. Yep. There it is. Hold on. Oh, I wish I had a baby wipe or something. Hold on. There's like a fiber on it. That's not going to stamp clear. Okay, let's try it again. Ink it up. Listen, it is what it is. Sometimes you just get like little fibers on it. Okay, that's better. So now we're going to stamp off and then stamp over. So what's nice about the stamping off is that you are getting the exact same color, just a lighter version of it, which is kind of nice. Now we're doing the smaller of the lily pads. Stamp that full strength. Clean it off. Try to dry it before you flip it over. Flip it over. I mean, it looks clean. Ink it up. Stamp off. That's beautiful. And then layer right over it. And then you have your two lily pads. I love these colors together. I love the paper. I'm very, very inspired by it. So this paper is going to be included in my product share. I've been working on it and it's just about ready. I think next week I'm going to put it up on my blog, my product shares for all the new designer series paper, ribbons, embellishments. And it will include Sale-A-Bration designer series paper. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm going to cut out the lily pads with both sides from the dies. And let's see, can I do them at the same time? I always get nervous when I'm trying to save time and cut them together because sometimes it works and sometimes they shift. So I think I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to do one at a time. Because knowing me, it wouldn't work, and then I'd have to stamp them all over again, which would, in the long run, not save time. So there's that. Do the small one. Whoops. Just jumping all over the place. Okay, run that one through. And you get the sky. Okay, perfect. So we have one larger lily with one larger lily pad, then one smaller lily and their smaller lily pad. Now, what's fun in this die set is that we have two outlined flower images, and I already went ahead and cut them out of Melon Mambo cardstock. So that's the larger one, and then that's the smaller one. There's only two sizes of these. We don't get one for the baby. And again, this is meant to be artistic. So, although this one lines up pretty straight on, it mimics the lines of the stamped image. This one doesn't. So it matches kind of the overall shape of the lily, but it doesn't match necessarily the lines perfectly. So again, it's just kind of artistic. And when I cut these out, I noticed they kind of had like a little curve to them. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not flat. There's a little bit of a curve. And quite honestly, I let it stay curved. Oh, I can't really pick it up. See how I left it so that's sort of like 3D. Now, granted, when it pops it in the mail, it's probably going to get a little squished and may get flattened out. But if for some miracle reason it does stay a little 3D, I think that was kind of fun. So I'm just going to put adhesive kind of on the bottom of the lily. And this is liquid glue. It's like pretty potent, so it'll hold even though we're not gluing the whole thing down. And we're going to keep it like that. Give it a second to dry. And then do the same with the medium one, or the small one, I should say. The glue's still coming out. I gotta put a lid on that because that's gonna keep just coming out. So just on the bottom, flip it around, and just adhere the bottom part. It stuck to my finger. Okay, there we go. Wow, I'm like sticky tonight, sticky fingers. Okay, I'm going to set those aside for a second. Just give them a second to dry, and I'm going to do our sentiment, and then we'll start just gluing it all together. Okay, so the sentiment that I used, you'll notice that the lily pad stamp set, lovely lily pad stamp set, doesn't have any sentiments to it, which is really fun. You can make it work. I feel like you could use more muted tones, and this would be a really nice like sympathy card. Bright tones are great for birthday, basically for any occasion. Oh, hi, Kathy. Good evening. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. But you can really pick whatever you'd like. And I chose the Well Said. I needed a welcome card, so I used welcome. But for tonight, I've chosen to use hold on, it's here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Oh gosh, right in the middle. Thanks. Because I figure whoever gets this card could either, if you had people at your house, you can send it as a thank you for coming over to Thanksgiving and spending time with us. Or if you're going to someone else's house, you could say thanks for having us over for Thanksgiving. So it kind of works for a multitude of occasions, or you could just use it as a regular thank you card and not do any of those ideas. I totally forgot to cut cardstock at a time, so we're just gonna use the bottom of this and then I'll trim it down. So I'm using the thanks, and I'm gonna stamp it in the Melon Mambo ink, which I think is really fun. I don't know, I think it's been a little while that we've had designer series paper with Melon Mambo in it, so I think it's really fun to have that one back. It's so bright. I'm just testing to see if it's straight, and it looks like it's pretty straight, although I don't think my sticker I don't think I put the sticker on very straight. Is that good? Hold on. Yeah, I think that's good enough. It's ever so slightly off, but I don't think it's not too terribly. Okay, let me just grab my trimmer here. I'm going to do it off camera because it's just easier. And then I'll tell you kind of the dimensions that it ends up being. Small, that's the dimension. It ends up being small. So it's about, oh my goodness, I don't even know. Just shy of a 1/2 inch in height. And then length, it can be whatever you wanted. You could do a snug and cut it like really close to the word, but I decided to not trim it quite, like have a little space next to each side to help kind of fill the card. These are like smaller sentiments on the smaller side. Hi, Karen. Good evening. Whoops, that one just went flying. So I chose to leave kind of a white space on either side. I can let you know what it ends up being in the end, and you can kind of try to do the same. I also thought about using the so this is the Well Said stamp set. Using the Well Written dies would be really fun as well. So, whoops. In the end, this ends up being like about 2 1/4 in length. Okay, so here's my model, so to speak. Let's just start putting it all together. The first thing I'm going to do is put our larger lily pad down. Just adhere it. Let's do it like that so you can see. Maybe like 1/3 of the way up on the card. Then the smaller lily pad next to it. Oops. Like so. It's like mommy lily pad and baby lily pad. Okay. Now we're going to glue down or adhere down our larger of the lilies. Again, keeping in mind that it is kind of 3D. I know the camera's not picking it up really well, but I did not glue down that top. It's kind of like, it's kind of cool. I like the effect. And I'm going to adhere these down with dimensionals because you have to use dimensionals on a card. Oh dear, my 2 cats are fighting. Sorry, don't mind my cats. We have 3 cats and the 2 don't get along very well. Get out of here. Or maybe you don't even hear it, I don't know. Okay, so we're just gonna act like that's not happening and peel these off. You saw this in the catalog today and you're on the fence? Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I had to break up the cat fight. You might just get me off the fence. Oh, good. I think it's really fun. I think you can do a lot with it. I'm really inspired by the paper, although this isn't normally kind of like, I normally don't go abstract, but I love the vibrant colors and I like how you can like make different colors pop off of it. Hold on a second. Okay. It's live. My cats are fighting in the background. Okay, so then we're going to adhere down the smaller lily, and I'm going to use dimensionals for that one as well. And the good thing about these, Karen, is that it's free. Like if you're not like, I don't know, do I want to take a chance? Don't I want to take a chance? Like it's free. It's kind of like, well, I didn't pay for it, so it's kind of nice. My dog heard the cats and started barking. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, Heather from Wisconsin. I am so sorry. The 2 of them just don't get along very well, and he picks on her and she growls at him. Even though she's a cat, she growls. Snowy slushy. Oh, I wish we had the snow. It's been raining all day today. Although we're supposed to get a snowstorm this weekend. Almost like, I think they were saying like 10 inches maybe on Sunday. We'll see. You know, can't get our hopes up for a snow day quite yet. For this guy here, I'm going to use the mini dimensionals just because it is thinner. You could trim down your regular size one, but the mini ones are just easier to use, quite honestly. Your dog started barking. That's funny. Okay. And I have him kind of over here. Let me see. Try and get him straight. And then lastly, what I did, and I think this is great because there are products that tie in from the annual catalog that really work with the existing or the new coming stuff that we have. So this is what I have left of it. But the glitter enamel dots, grape, I think that's Gorgeous Grape, Melon Mambo, I think that's Granny Apple Green, and I think that's Coastal Cabana. So I'm using the Melon Mambo one, and they don't jump out. They're kind of like hard to, they're like tucked away, but I have a couple of enamel dots over there in the corner. also, I used like the second smallest one and then the third smallest one, or the second largest one and the third largest one, depending how you say that. Okay, so there you go. Really easy. Like, honestly, the greatest part about this is that it uses so much free product. All I did was added one sentiment for the one stamp set for a sentiment, the ink, paper, and an embellishment. Everything else, the stamp set, the dies, and the designer series paper were all free. And I think that's what makes this card even more fantastic, quite honestly. So be on the lookout for this beginning January 3rd in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. If you are interested in receiving a catalog, please get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to mail them out in the mid-December. And also be on the lookout for this designer series paper in my product shares, which will probably be announced sometime next week. They're all ready to go. I just have to hit post. So everyone, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving with your family and loved ones and friends tomorrow. I know I'm really looking forward to it. And I just hope you all stay safe and have a great, great day. I know I'm very thankful and grateful for you for spending your night with me tonight. So thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next Wednesday evening. Have a great, great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.